What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of TV. So, today we got Judge Janine Pirro. We got Judge Janine Pirro. She's been doing a hell of a job. Down there cleaning up in DC. So if you're not familiar with Judge Janine Pirro, let me get my screen set up here. There she is right there. You might recognize her face. She was the former co-host of the #1 show on cable news, The Five on Fox News, and nominated by President Trump to be United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. And man, let me tell you, that's why the people are mad. Judge Janine Pirro, she been down there cleaning up the streets and saving the day. So I got a video for you guys. I got a lot of videos for you guys. Judge Janine Pirro, no, not Judge Janine Pirro, U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro has a lot to say. She's been doing her job. Trump has been highly satisfied. I think she's going to be in there for a while. And if you're a criminal, you better run and hide, because this short, looked like she's 5'3", possibly Jewish woman is causing havoc in the streets. She got all the big, tough, dangerous, aggressive, angry criminals on the run. Let's hear what she got to say, guys.
Hi, everyone. It's Judge Janine. Here we are in D.C., and pursuant to the president's surge to make D.C. safe and beautiful again, last night there were about 52 arrests made and 9 guns, I believe, that were seized and taken off the streets, making a total of 70 guns taken off the streets that can no longer be used to shoot or kill any individual. And this surge is now in high crime areas, making a difference, not only taking guns off the street, but drugs off the streets, executing warrants, arresting individuals for assault on federal officers and on police officers. This whole mission is to make DC safe and beautiful, and that's just what we're doing.
So, you heard it there first. Man, she has a message and she putting out there. Did you hear what she said? A total of what? 70 something guns off of the street? I think she said the number of criminals. It's crazy. And I'm going to tell you something. You got to be a straight up fool to still be out in the streets, committing crimes, carrying guns, selling drugs, prostituting, sex trafficking, whatever it is that you're still out there doing. You got to be a straight up fool. I wouldn't even be outside. If you're a criminal, this is not the time to do your criminal activities. If you want to survive out here, if you want to survive as a criminal, this is the time to shut your operations down or relocate to another city or state, But I don't want to give advice to criminals. What do we want over it on TV? We want the criminals to be caught, because we want the streets to be safe, so the kids can play outside, so the kids can enjoy life, so the teenagers can go to school, so the teenagers can learn, and they can become good, productive citizens in society. We got to give a thumbs up for that, man. Hit that like button if you ain't already hit it. We got some more coming for you. Let me pull it up here in just a second. And thank you guys for tuning in to TV. We getting right into the next video. Now, let me go find the next video, because, man, she has been on a rampage. She has been on a rampage. Here's another short video. It's
by the name of Natalie Rose Jones.
Hang on, let me get that restarted. Let me set my screen up. There she is again. She's been giving a lot of press conferences and information coming straight out of the U.S. Attorney's Office. And let's get this started.
Hi, everyone. It's Judge Janine. I just wanted to let you know here from the United States Attorney's Office in D.C. that an individual by the name of Natalie Rose Jones is now in custody, charged with 2 federal crimes for knowingly and willfully threatening to take the life of the President of the United States. She did come from New York to Washington, D.C., and she has been threatening and calling for the removal of the president, and even worse, as she got to D.C., her threats were on Facebook and Instagram, and she continued to call the president a terrorist and was working to have him eliminated. She is now in custody. She will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Make no mistake about that.
So she said Nathalie Rose Jones. Let's see if we can find that spot. Nathalia Rose Jones. Nathalia, who is that? What does she look like? We need to find a picture of her and see if we can see what type of demographic she is. Obviously, she's very, very liberal, extreme liberal. She's been hypnotized by the major news media networks. They got another one believing all of their crazy rhetoric, man. So, hey, check this out. I don't know what to say. Y'all be safe out there. Be careful. If you see anything strange, man, get out of the way. Clear the area because these people are absolutely wild. But we got the U.S. Attorney General on it. She's going to do the job. Thanks to Donald Trump, President Trump, and the Trump administration. We love you. We love you. And let me see here. Now, I know we got another video. I want to try to look up Nathalie. It looked like Natalie. Judge Pirro said Nathalie. I don't know if that's correct. She probably pronounced it the best that she could. But she has more to say. I'm talking about every day she's dropping these videos. Let me pull it up.
This past weekend with our...
This past weekend, let's see what she got to say about that. So we gonna pull this up. Say, man, while y'all here, show Big Unc some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you can get the latest videos coming from over here at Unc TV. Coming straight out of the U.S. Attorney's Office. We got U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro with another video. Here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Judge Jeanine filling you in on what's going on in the surge in Washington, D.C. We're at more than 400 arrests over the weekend, 127 this past weekend with our federal partners and this cooperative law enforcement effort. We seized 21 illegal guns. We've made arrests on warrants for homicide, sexual predators, drug trafficking, illegals. If you want to be in D.C. and you're a criminal, you're not welcome.
You're not welcome. It's just that plain and simple. You're not welcome. Get up out of D.C. And this is what's tripping me out. I'm about to get to this portion. I think, let me see if I can find that. Or I think I'm going to still say that for last. Yeah, I'm going to say that part for last. Because, man, black people who believe that the government is against you and they're here to take you down and kill you. Hey, black people, check this out, man. We got to do better. We got to get it together. I don't know what to tell you. that kind of rhymed, didn't it? But she been everywhere, man. She was coming straight from the U.S. Attorney's Office, straight from the desk, giving you the updates, letting you know that they cracking down. They got over 200 arrests, multiple illegal firearms. Everybody's a criminal. They haven't, black people, here it is, black people. My black people, so ignorant. They have not arrested one law-abiding African-American citizen. They're not after you. They're after the criminals. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
It's President Trump, and they
How
want
come you
to
can't see that? It's very, very simple. Homicides, people who committed homicides, sex traffickers, they getting them out. Man, it's so beautiful to see. Here's the next video coming straight from Fox News. DC Crime CRACKDOWN sees 240 plus arrests since August 7th. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro has something else to say. Quick clip. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Hit that like button for Unk TV. Let's go.
The only person who's talked about the urban blight, the decay, the crime, the unsafe streets, the fact that people are being mugged and shot and beaten and brutalized is President Trump. And they want to object to it. You know, they want to march and protest. You know what? They should kiss the ground at this point that you've got someone who wants to make this city safe again, who wants to make it clean again. Look, they cleaned out, I think it's 44 homeless encampments. Yes. No one was arrested. I mean, this is the nation's capital. It should look like the nation's capital, the shining city on the hill.
And that's the end of that short video right there. Now, as you can see, all of the arrests, we'll see it again, all of the firearms, illegal firearms being seized off of the streets. That means less crime, less sexual assaults, less homicides, less firearms, less people getting shot. Why would anybody complain about that in their right mind? I mean, it's dangerous that mainstream media outlets that do not like Trump have such a hold on your brain. They control your thought process. It's crazy. Whatever happened to individual thinkers? How come you can't see through the smoke in the mirrors, man? This is insane. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. All I can tell you, man, is hit that like button. There it is. Hit that like button. We got more videos. Y'all ready for some more? Those were short. Now these I got coming up. I think if I got them lined up right, they're a little bit longer, just a little bit, not too long. So y'all should be able to sit through there. We know everybody here got a short attention span. They don't know how to, man, let me get, they don't know how to think past 15 seconds, man. Microwave society. Okay, now I said they was a little bit longer. This one is a little bit short, but we want to,
and they're not in.
This one is a little bit shorter, but it gives you a breakdown of what the crime in DC looks like and what people are saying that it is and what it really is. So this is going to show you exactly really what it is. And it'll show you the difference between what the crime actually is and what the people are saying that it is. The ones that don't like Trump, the ones that don't want the National Guard to help the police to clean the streets up, the ones that saying that they're all after black people and they're going to enslave us and we nicks and we going to get deported and all of the silly stuff that I hear every day on a day-to-day basis. Let me get over here to this right here. Again, U.S. Attorney Pirro about to break this down so that y'all can understand. Thank you for doing so much press conference, giving the people the information, putting the facts out there, and so where they won't just be tricked by what the media is saying. This is Fox. Fox is pretty good at staying on track with what's real. The other ones, not so much. Let's rock, man.
Everything about the DC Council and the laws that they've passed are liberal, they're defense-leaning, and they're not in favor of the citizens of DC. And that's what President Trump is fighting, and that's what we're going to change. We're going to change the laws. We're going to lower the age of criminal responsibility. We've seen too much of it. We've seen homicides against young people. We've seen assaults in areas where just a couple days ago, a kid gets a fractured nose and gets a severe concussion by 12 and 13-year-olds trying to steal a car. Why? Because they've been allowed to do it. Not anymore. If we have our way, we will be able to make DC safe again.
Okay. Thank God I was able to stop that right there on time. Man, I want to go back to this graph. And I want y'all to get a good look at it. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in a little bit more. Right there. That's where we want it, right there. Now, I want y'all to take a look at this graph, man. Take a good look at that graph. I might be able to even get a better. No, that ain't gonna get it. Check this out. 2024 murder rates in capital cities. Washington, D.C. 27.54. That's the murder rate in the capital city of America. Now in Bogota, Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, correct me down in the comment section. I promise you, I will read it and correct the way I pronounce Mr. Bogota, Colombia. But Colombia's murder rates in their capital city, Bogota, Colombia is the capital of that country. Their murder rate is 15.1. So we're right at the mark of doubling what their murder rate is in their capital city. And you got these people out here complaining. You got black people whining and crying, talking about somebody's against them. You got liberals with pink hair that don't understand their gender out there saying that criminals have rights too. We should just make sure that they have playgrounds and a safe place to express themselves. Yeah, and we can give them coloring books. Yeah, and we can drink tea. No, that's not how it works. These people only understand one language, and that is U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro's language. Tough on crime. That's the only thing they understand. That's the only thing that they adhere to. So Mexico City is at a 10.6. We almost tripling them. That's Islamabad, Pakistan. I was saying that last time and I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it right. Thoughts in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. 9.2 is the murder rate in the capital city of Pakistan. Lima, Peru, 7.6. 7.6 is the murder rate in the capital city of Peru. We quadrupled them. Paris, 1.64 murder rate. London, 1.1. That's amazing. I think I want to move to London. I think. It's kind of very, very, very liberal over there. They got a lot of, what you call them, zesties. I think they got a lot of zesties. They got a lot going on over there, man. And I could be wrong, but that's what if I remember right, my brain is trying to find a little car catalog of research. London, yeah, the UK, all of that over there. The UK, United Kingdom. All of that over there is, they so far left leaning, man, it's sickening. But the crime is down. I mean, at least I'll be able to survive. I'll be safe, I might get to some strange stuff happening around me, but they pretty safe over there. Madrid, 0.96 murder rate in the capital city. Man, I'm telling you right now, if y'all people don't wake up, man, and I don't promote violence, man, but what is it gonna take? Is it gonna take a slap across the face? What is it gonna take for y'all to wake up and see that, hey man, this is not what's up? We got Janine Pirro, U.S. Attorney over. She is the champion right now. She is cracking down. But wait a minute, that's not it. We got some more. Hold on. Playback, clean, quality. What is that popping up on my screen, man? I ain't even ever seen that before. But they trying to throw me off, man. Everybody is hating on Janine. Maybe my setup here is against Trump and far left leaning liberals.
Partners like
Let's get over here and see what they talking about, man. Okay, let me see. Assault a law enforcement officer, you will be prosecuted. That is what U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro was saying in this video right here. Touch one of my officers. Touch me and I'll sue. That touch me and I'll sue. That ain't what she's saying. She said, touch one of my law enforcement officers. You will be prosecuted. You will be put under the jail. Do you think you're going to get out? No, you ain't going to get out. Because you are harming the people that helps our grandmothers, that gets cats stuck out of trees, that are there to protect the vulnerable in society. The single mothers, the children, the elderly. That's who they're here to protect. You know, man, I used to play around the streets a little bit. I'm going to make this quick and I'm going to get to this video. You know, I used to play around the streets a little bit, man. And, you know, I made some mistakes. I was young. I was caught up. I had this democratic mindset, man. You know, everybody wanted to be a gangster, man. And I'm going to tell you something. Every black man, woman, it don't matter what it is. They play tough. They say defund the police. They even say F the police. You know, black people will say anything and they'll say it loud and proud and just be as stupid. But check this out. They say F the police, right? Every person that I ever seen get shot, stabbed, I seen a dude get hot boiling water through on him. First thing that they say is call the police. Call law enforcement. And there's almost a 80% chance, 90% chance that when the law enforcement show up, what's going to be their race, their skin color? Why you don't say call the people that look like you? Because you know they ain't going to help. Where my, I need my soundboard for that. Why you don't call the people that look like you? Because you know they ain't going to help. You gotta call them good white folk. Call them good white folk. That's who I'm calling. Let me get sick and have a heart attack right now. 911. I ain't calling you coloreds.
So President Trump has vowed to make DC safe and beautiful again. And as part of his effort to fight crime, he's bringing in our federal law enforcement partners like FBI, ATF, DEA, or Park Police, everybody to help the Metropolitan PD fight crime. And the president's message to the criminals was, if you spit, we hit. Well, we didn't quite do that the other night when an individual went up to one of the federal law enforcement officers and started jumping up and down, screaming at him, berating him, yelling at him. And then he took a Subway sandwich about this big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony, assault on a police officer. And we're going to back the police to the hilt. So there. Stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else.
Salute. If you spit, if you hit, if you interfere with any of these criminal investigations, if you interfere with any of the arrest of these criminals, U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro is coming for you. And she coming with the bombshells, y'all. She gonna show up like the Undertaker. Judge Janine Pirro is coming with fireworks. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro. Janine Pirro and President Trump, they taking care of business. They sweeping the streets clean. They getting the criminals off. They don't care about your color. All they care about is if you break the law.
Teens in the last year and 7 months.
What the hell? If you break the law, you just bought yourself a ticket. If you break the law in DC, and they gonna go other cities where it's needed, But if you break the law in DC, right now it's DC. Right, really it's anywhere. But they cracking down on DC, man. They got a death grip on them. A UFC chokehold. If you break the law in DC, you will be prosecuted. If you interfere with a police investigation or an arrest, you will be prosecuted. Talk to him, U.S. Attorney Pirro. Talk to him, Janine.
They've only solved 30% of the homicides of these teens in the last year and 7 months. That means that 70% of the murders that were committed with guns against teens in the minority community, of those 70% of the murderers are walking around free. We don't know who they are because the cases have not been solved. And therein lies the problem. Young criminals in D.C. have been emboldened to commit crimes because they believe that they're not accountable. And why do they believe that? Because they are not accountable.
Judge Janine, the U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro is speaking my language. In the minority communities, did y'all just hear the video? Were y'all paying attention? If you were paying attention, put the thumbs up down there in the comment section. If you was paying attention, leave your thoughts down in the comment section. The U.S. Attorney just said that in black and brown communities, minority communities, is what she called it exactly, 90% of people, no, should I say people or teens or kids that committed homicides are still walking the streets. Was it 90% or 70%? Correct me down in the comment section. They're still walking the streets. And why do they feel so emboldened? Because the laws are so lackluster to where they feel like they will not be held accountable. There will be no consequences if I'll go over here and I smoke Lil Juju. Because see, Lil Juju played me, man. He took my blunts. He talked to my girl. He squeezed her behind, you know. And I'm going to show him I'm real and you don't mess with me. I don't care nothing about no Judge Janine Pirro. Nah, it was some youngsters. I don't care nothing about no Judge Janine Pirro twin. I pop her twin. They foolish, bro. I pop her twin. If they see Judge Janine Pirro, if they see U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro out there where they feel like they could get a shot at her, they probably would do it. I got a twin. Gang. Man, it's crazy out here in these streets, man. You heard what she said. They still walking around in these black and brown communities. The murderers. They're not targeting y'all because they're racist. They're not targeting y'all to send you back. We next to send you back to Africa. When I hear, oh my God, how could you be so... We finna go to the next clip, man. This is something that I saw. Well, I want to play this first because this fits right into the last clip that I saved for you guys, right?
What was going on here? I said, if you're 14, 15, 16...
You hear that? 14, 15, 16, or 17. We out here dealing with kids, guys. It's sad. It's disheartening. And it's unfortunate. All these young African-American males throwing their lives away. And when you try to change it and clean them up and set them off on the right path, they kick, they scream, they stomp their feet, they pout, they fall out, they sulk. Whew, Lord save us.
The problem in D.C., and President Trump, in his effort to make D.C. safe and beautiful, said to me, I want you to enforce the law to make sure that there's accountability. And I spoke to the president yesterday at length about what was going on here. I said, if you're 14, 15, 16, or 17 years old, you get coddled, as you do in most American Democrat cities. So I can't charge these people. This young kid who worked at the White House was beaten to a pulp. He's got a broken nose. He's got a severe concussion. He's battered all over his head, okay, by a gang of punks. 10 of them, I believe. 2 have been arrested, 2 15-year-olds. None of them come to my office, Laura, because they're not considered criminals. They go to family court where the effort is rehabilitation. Then what we got are kids who are out there who are making fun of all of this, doing carjackings, and I can't touch them because they want to protect them.
They know that, and that's why they travel in gangs.
They do know that.
And the older kids send out the younger kids to do the real dirty work because they know they're fine.
They absolutely understand. And youth violence is on the rise.
They
not
know the
just
game.
in
They own
DC,
to you.
but across the country. And if you think that these kids need to be coddled and they need to be hugged, they need to have consequences. They need to understand that enough is enough, that we're going to put them in jail or some kind of youth rehabilitation detention facility and not allow the DC Council, one of whom I just recently indicted, to take cover for these kids. It's time to end it. That's what the president wants. That's what we're going to do. D.C. is the nation's capital. People come here for pride and patriotism, not to get assaulted, carjacked, or shot, get caught in the crossfire like a young kid did. The problem in D.C. and President Trump.
She said it best. She said it well. I don't think she could have said it better. These kids from 14 to 17 years old. It's sad, man. They go out and commit these crimes and they know that they can't be touched because of their youth, because of their young age. And they know that they won't be held accountable, meaning there will be no consequences. It'll be a light slap on the wrist, and they're going haywire. So where there's no structure, where there's no guidance, where there's no discipline, the kids are not going to sit and be good. If they know that they can do it and nothing's going to happen, they go out of control. They're committing murders. Not only are they selling drugs, having sex, doing drugs, sexual assault, carjacking, aggravated robberies. They're taking lives too. She just said it. What else is it going to take for us to wake up in the black community? Not only is it sexual assaults, but the sexual immorality is just insane. Look at how many young black men, young black boys that think that they're young black girls. This is a mental sickness. And when you look online and you see a lot of black women, they see it, but they don't understand what's going on. All they do is see it and criticize it by using it as a shaming tactic. Men aren't men anymore. These men are so feminine. Ooh, girl, he's sassy. That's where it comes from. No guidance, no structure, no discipline. Hit the like button for me, guys. Subscribe. Turn on your notification bell. I got one more thing I want to show you before we shut this down. Let me get it up on my screen. It's not a video. Those are the pictures of the young men and women shot and killed in DC in 2024. Let me clear it up for y'all so y'all can see them at the bottom. We could possibly go through their names. This just came on me, but I want to say their names and their ages, right? And this isn't, we got more, but we gonna. Nathan Andre Worley, 19. Kevin White, 18. Devon Sharp, 16. Terrell Oliver, 18. Tyreek Moore, 19. Jerry Hardy III, 19. Deontay Alexander, 19. Victor Bolden, 15. Marquise Ward, 19. Irvin Laborde, 14. Vontae Martin, 19. Jabari Malloy, 19. Nadir McCoy, 19. Tyasia Settles, age 3, man. A beautiful African-American baby girl, age 3, never got a fair shot at life. Shot and killed in DC. David Bailey, 14. Daquan Gardner, 19. Raymond Washington, 18. Naomi Russell, beautiful black young lady, 15. Jeremiah Law, 18. Alexander Pavon Rios, 18. Darren Johnson, 16. Hazma Jamil Mubarotten, 18. Ashley Hines, 18. Carmelo Green, 19. Terrell Osborne, 18. Demetrius Creek, 19. G. Chisley, 19. Quentin Brown, 17. Avion Evans, 14. Did you hear anybody over 18? Did you hear anybody over 19? We're going to the next page. 2025, shot and killed in DC. Kamani Hicks is 19. Honesty Cheadle, another 3-year-old baby girl, shot and killed in DC in 2025. And y'all complaining about the National Guard helping the local authorities along with the FBI to crack down on crime in your city, and you're complaining. Look at that 3-year-old. Look at that baby, man. Look at her hair. She's so pretty. Beautiful beautiful baby girl. Gone. Why? Gun violence. Where? DC. Who's cleaning it up? President Trump. Who did he appoint as the U.S. Attorney? Jeanine Pirro. She's the one giving this information. So y'all can go look her up and follow her and keep up with what's going on in our minority, black and brown communities in America, where y'all complain and say there's nothing wrong and everybody's racist against you. That baby girl is 3 years old. And the ones that support the criminals running wild in DC and they fight against Trump, y'all are trash. You're scum of the earth. Scum. Angel Dominiquez, 16. Christopher Daniels, 18. Darren Anderson, 18. Dominique Dingle, 16. Zephaniah Wright, 18. Zoe Kelly, 17-year-old girl. Isaiah Huggins, 17. Wayne Carlos McDaniels Jr., 18. Jose Walters, 18. Jamar Jackson, 19. Trezon Charles, 17. Naquan Johnson, 17. Myron Smith, 14. Royale Walker, age 16. Those are the 2025 teens that were shot and killed in DC. And y'all complaining and crying about the National Guard coming to help and clean your cities up. It's a sickness. We need help. We need Jesus. If that don't open your eyes, I don't think anything will. And the only thing that you deserve is the cage that you belong in. Lock them up and throw away the key. Thank y'all for tuning in to Unk TV. Hit that like button on your way out. We got more exciting, informational, educational, knowledgeable, sometimes entertaining videos for you guys. I'm gonna keep you up to date on what's going on in DC. I hope you enjoy the videos. Subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you can keep up with the latest videos that I'm gonna be dropping on a regular basis. And you guys stay safe out there, man. Take care of your people. We out.